Killian in Tinoam, I think. And he probably said, you can have all of heaven that you want, but you can't use the bathroom. For that, you got to go 2 flights down to purgatory. You know, you think about the cast of characters our family has been. And over the years, you know, this really is a happy occasion. Hi, Bernie. That's what, hello. This is a happy occasion because he's with those people, and he's not suffering anymore. You know, the day that Parkinson's and dementia followed him on his journey was a sad day. That was a very sad. The first time I cried. I thought I was going to get through it without crying. But I started thinking about this. And I started thinking, how do you sum up a man's life? Because it was a wild, wild life. And I started thinking about Susie. A few years ago, last year maybe, she came into Buffalo to go down to St. Bonaventure to see her daughter. As my mom did, she took the Greyhound right down to Olean. As my mother always did, she packed her a ham sandwich, an apple, and a diet ginger ale.
It was a good one.
And it was a good lunch. Some homeless guy comes up to her and says, "You got any change?" And she goes, "No, but I got a ham sandwich I can give you." Guy's probably thinking, "What? I want a drink. I don't want a ham sandwich." But she gave him a ham sandwich instead. I thought about Patty. Where is Patty? Well, there you are. I'm looking right at you. Who I have so much respect for what she does as a nurse. She had a patient last year, and I can't remember if it was Christmas or Halloween. But there was a patient. She could just lie there. She could only move her eyes. That was it. So Patty put decorations up on the wall so this woman could scan the area of the wall that she could see. And she put up nice decorations and lights. She made a difference in this woman's awful, awful, awful existence. Patty even called me up once and said, "Hey, I got this woman in a bed here. She's got no legs. She lost her remote to her TV. Go to Target and buy her TV." And I went, "Yes, ma'am." You know, because Dad told me one thing, say yes, ma'am to everybody. All women. They scare the hell out of me. And then I look at what Kenny does. You know, Kenny tried to do the right thing at the right time every time. You know, and he's in the position, and I shouldn't say this publicly, but he's in the position to guide paperwork this way or that way. He guides it to the right way because he knows he's got to do the right thing. And it's actually pretty funny, and this wasn't lost on my father. The irony that, you know, the county used to look in on the Vetter family now and then. And now we've got one of our very own looking over the county. So that was not lost on him. But I started to think, what can I say about my dad? And a little bit of my dad is in each one of us. He believed in, he had 2 rules basically. You run across somebody suffering, you run across somebody in need, you better damn well put out your hand. It's not a question. You not only have an obligation, you have a goddamn responsibility to put out your hand. End of story. The second part of that is, and there's always the second part, which drives me crazy, you have to do it without judgment. If somebody's hungry, you feed them. You don't ask them how they got there. You don't, how'd your life get so screwed up that you're hungry? No, you feed them. And that's the way he lives his life. After being told after mental illness that he would be hopeless, he'd never play with his kids again, that he would never drive or leave the house or lead a successful life, he beat the odds. And he beat the odds. And him with his brother Joe and Killian and Bernie and everyone else in his family, they went out on their mission to help those who needed some help. And when you said, what did you say, the weakest among us? Mm-hmm. That's what he did. He took it here. He made it his responsibility to take care of the weakest among us, without question. And I'll close with this. People never believe me when I tell them that, you know, when we were kids, our house was filled with mental patients. Yeah. He used to clear out Yolanda. He'd clear out Psych Center. He would clear out, everywhere. So there was everybody from, you know, hookers and transvestites to people with shock treatment, to you name it. They were there. And we saw them just as people. And that's what he wanted to pass along. So if you want to do something to honor my dad, who lived his life really not. He didn't die with a lot. In fact, he died with nothing. But he was a very rich man because he had his integrity, and he did everything he could to help people, and he passed that down through all of us. He would be. I know exactly what he would say right now if you were here. I'll go home. I'm dead. Why are you people like throwing around you? You've got shit to do. Exactly what he would say. That's the way he thought. In fact, I had to ask the Dove lady, you sure these are non-denominational on Dove?